So initially we will talk about Python. Then once Python sessions are done, then we will go into the REST API, on-tap REST API. After that, we'll learn how to automate Python, NetApp task using Python for only
Okay.
for NetApp, and then we'll go into the Ansible classes, then Ansible with NetApp, Hitachi, PowerMax, Pure, Rockets and Switch, and then we'll go into Terraform and Terraform with CVO, Cloud Volume ONTAP. So let us start the Python sessions. So Python is basically, it's very easy. In other programming languages, we use curly braces, okay? But in Python,
Mm-hmm.
we use indentation. Indentation means it's just spaces. We use indentation to group the code together. Okay, and
Okay.
in other programming languages, whenever we are using any data, we have to mention the data type. In Python, as per the data is there, right, it is like dynamically data type, means it can understand what the type of data is. You do not have to explicitly mention that data type in Python. Okay, and for writing comments we use hash, obviously. So like the easiest, the what we need to do is, you can use different kind of IDEs like Visual Studio or Atom. So the basic Python, that code is this one, print. Okay, for if you use Java, then you see the print statement is very big. Okay, so let's Python, and if we just go here, just enter. Okay, you just get Python. It's just printing out things. Okay,
Okay.
now when you're working, right, you when you are working with any kind of coding, you have to know different kind of data types. Okay, so what kind of data types are there, you need to know this. Okay, like you have numbers like strings, you have float numbers, integers, booleans, so all these things. So let's say n equal to 23. Okay, please accept the other person. In your 23, it's a text t equal to something text. Okay, and let's say uh, okay, one second, let me just mute everyone. Okay, so here what you can see here, we see three kind of data, right? The first one we see a number, it's an integer. Okay, then we see a string, then you see a boolean value, true false. Okay, now if you just print the type of data it is, right? Type is basically, it's a method. Okay, it's a method we're using. So I'll talk about methods like class methods, instance methods during the oops classes. So then if you do this, what you get here, it's an integer type class, right? And if you just give t, it will become a string. Okay, it's a string because we have used the double quotes, right? So it's a string. Okay, and if I use the des, it will be a boolean value, true false, right? So it's a bool class. Okay, so different data types are there. Okay, so this is an integer, but if you give, instead of 23 you give 23.0, then it will become a float value. It will become a float. Okay, so this is basically, yeah, this is basically float. Okay, so you're getting integer, float, string, booleans, all these things. Okay, but here, compared to other programming languages, this is dynamic typing, means you can like whatever, you do not have to mention like int n equal to 23 or float n equal to 23.0. You do not have to mention that. Okay, so during the runtime of program, the type of variable can change. Okay, here what we are using, I'm just using a type function to understand what type of data it is. Okay, this is super helpful when you are when you run into some issues and you want to see if you're using the correct type or not. Okay, so here as you can see, I'm able to see that it's class, this is class of float, this is string, this is boolean. Okay, so it's very easy. So these are all basically Python's built-in data types: integer, float, boolean, all these things. Okay, now let us talk about how to convert the data types. Okay, suppose you're using let's say you have this n, right? Okay, and now what it is, it's a float, right? And what you want to do, you want to basically get an integer value of this number that you, that float value, right? So what you do, int n and this. Okay, so you're getting a integer value. Okay, so here what you're doing, we're doing type conversion. We are changing the data from one type to another type. So whenever we are using with different kind of user input, right, data from files, right, we do have to change the specific data types. Okay, so this is basically, so for those purpose we can use this. We can also change it to string also. Okay, suppose this is in, right, this is this, I want to do it string, right? I will use the str function and I will use this 23.0. So string value is coming as 23, but it's string. Okay, it is string. Okay, it is not float. How do I know this? Let me tell you how do I know this. Okay, let's say x equal to str, and I'm just printing out x, type of x, so I would be knowing what is the type, right? So whenever you are using double quotes, it will become a string. Okay, it's a string type. Okay, so you can change it to string type, like you can change it to float and other things. Okay, so you'll have different functions you can use. Instead of str, I can use the in function and I can pass the variables there, and this will become integer. Okay, so like this you can change the type of data. Okay, now there are different kind of operations or operators are there in Python, but you'll know this, these are very easy. You probably have worked on, like, seen any programming language during your BTech or BCA. Okay, so you'll be knowing this: math operators, addition, subtraction, multiplication, XOR, XNOR, logical operators, and operators. So I'll just tell you just the ones that is important. Okay, because like comparison operators, a equal to b. Okay, see, a equal to b is what? Assignment. Okay, you are assigning the value. A equal to 5, you are assigning 5 to a. But a equal to b is, it's like a condition statement. If with that you can use in the programming. Okay, that is a different thing. So you are seeing, like, if a equal to b, print a is equal to b, in like that. Okay, a greater than b, like print like this. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. So you are comparing the values. Okay, and you also have the logical operators, and all these things will be there. Okay, so you'll have this. So what I mean to say is, suppose somebody, they wants to drive a car, right? So you have to check the age of the person, whether it's greater than 8 or not, 18 or not. Okay, age, let's say greater than equal to 18. Okay, ampersand, and license equal to true. Let's say true, he has license. Okay, then only. Okay, then only it will happen. Okay, then only he can drive the car. Okay, so basically I'll talk about this different kind of loops assignment, but before that I'm telling that this is like, what is this? This is logical operations. And is there, or is there, you can have not is there, different kind of things is there. Okay, or it will be here, or this one, is it this one, or okay, so like this. Okay, these are logical operators. Okay, and value assignment I already said, the assignment of value. So basically when you have a variable, right, you have to assign some value to it, right? Suppose let's say I have x equal to x plus 10. Okay, that means what? Whatever number x is there, it is 5, so it will become 15. If you're using it in a loop, so it will continuously, it will, as per the loop iteration, it will increment. Okay, you can also shorten it by doing this, x plus equal to 10. You can also do this. Okay, this is something also you can do this. So this is basically assignment operator. Okay, now there are a lot of other things are there. Arithmetic operators, as I said, plus, minus, but those are actually will not be using it in our Python program. Like when we use the native automation, right? We won't be using it that much. Okay, and we also know the floor division, right? 7 divided by 8, so it's a floor division, we know. Okay, so this kind of things we can do. Okay, so these are basically not that much required. You can study this if you want to study general programming, Python programming, but it's not much required. Okay, now we'll talk about some decision making statements, how to use different kind of loops. Okay, so let's say we want to use in every programming language you will have if statement, else statement, else if statement, right? In Python also we have the same thing. Okay, so this is to make any decisions based on we want to do something, like if something is greater than something, then do this. Like suppose let's give an example. Let us go to the Visual Studio. Let us clear this. You can also use Atom, but Visual Studio is good because here also you'll get extensions for Python, Ansible, and even Terraform. So that's why it's good. Okay, so let me just if age, let's say greater than 18, then only he can vote, right? You have to give a colon here, and you need to think about indentation. So I give a enter, right? It got indented because I'm using the Python extension here. Okay, there's a Python .py file. You can see here .py file which I've saved somewhere in the location. This is the location where I've saved. Okay, in a tab, this location I've saved. So print. I'll type something here. Can vote. Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing here, so if you just click on this, right, see that it's not greater than 18, so it's just going out of the loop, right? It is, this is false, so age greater than 18, it is false because age equal to 18. Okay, if it is greater than equal to 18, then it would have become, okay, like if it's a greater than equal to, then it will write both the print statements. Okay, so here it, as it is 18, so it is greater than equal to 18, it is equal to 18, so it will go inside the if statement, if loop. Okay, and it will print out this, and this is outside the loop, right? So when you run the program, right, it will always run because it does not have to satisfy any conditions. Okay, so this is basically basic if statement. It has a simple if keyword followed by condition, and then you have a colon, and then inside this you have a indented block of code. Okay, and in Python we use indentation to determine that this code belongs to this I would say this if statement. Okay, so this indentation is very required to understand the code. Okay, so here if condition is true, then it will go to the indented code block. If condition is false, then it will not go here, but this is like outside, it is here, right? So whether its condition is true or false, it will always get executed. Okay, so this indentation is nothing but white spaces, so we are basically using white spaces. Python always use white spaces to define the code blocks. Okay, so this is basically as per the best practices of Python, we use 4 spaces. This is 4 spaces. Okay, okay, So here, whatever the condition is doing, right? It is, if it is true, then if it is evaluating to true Boolean value true, and then all it's going. And if you say like if true, right, it will always execute. Okay. See, it is always execute because it's true, right? So it is always, whatever thing we are doing, right? It is actually getting translated to Boolean values, true or false. Okay. So it's false. So I gave a spelling mistake. So it will not go. Okay. So it will not execute, only this one outside of the if block will get executed. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, and this is a if statement. You can always use if else statement, so handle more blocks. So let's say if this uh, page greater than 18, let's say greater than equal to 18, else I have else block. Okay, so let me just create this a bit. Enter. You can see here can vote is coming, right? But when I do this, let's say 16, and just do this can't vote you're getting, right? So we're using if and else statement. We're using if and else statement, so we can handle both true and false conditions using this. Okay, in this way, using the if else statement, this code, the line of code that we are having, it is always taking an action. Okay, so if block will execute when the condition is true, and else block will execute when the condition is false. Okay, so that's what we are doing. So this is like pass and fail scenario, as you can see here, right? So this is very easy. You can do a lot of nested if statement also. For any complex logic, you can have multiple if, else, if, like this you can have. Okay, like if, under if, you can have another if and statement. Okay, like this, and then you can have another if statement like this. Okay, so these are nothing but nested if. And else also you can have in else, under the else you can have if. Okay, and then you can have if. Okay, yeah, Kadan.
Uh, Hey there. Yeah. Hey. So I have a quick question. So this practice, right? This Python programs. Do you have like any recommend any tools or anything we can install on our machine and do this?
Yeah, Visual Studio, Visual Studio. You can use this Visual Studio, what I'm using, right?
Yeah, but that's licensed,
Visual
right? Or,
Studio.
we can download free.
It is free only. It is Visual Studio. Or you can use Atom also, okay? Atom. Or you can use only CMD also, command prompt. You can use like Python in your Windows laptop, and then you can use only CMD. In using CMD also you can run the codes, okay? Only
Okay.
command prompt also, but I will tell you Visual Studio is better because I will use this for Terraform also, Ansible also. That is better actually. We use, and
Okay.
most of the developers they will use the Visual Studio code only. Okay, it's free also, and you'll get some extensions. So whenever you are doing some mistake, right, it will alert you. Suppose I'm doing some indentation mistake, right? Like you can see here, it is alerting me that I'm doing a mistake because it's not properly indented. Okay, properly, it's not about indentation. I did not provide any condition statement here, so that's what it's showing. I do not have any expression here, so that's why it's throwing me an error. In case you're using CMD, it will not throw an error, so you find little difficult. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thanks.
It is very easy. The reason why I'm covering the basic Python, right?
Right.
It will be easy for you to follow through because I'll tell you one thing. If I go here, go to the channel, go to this batch. Yeah, you can see here, Python here also I've given 5 days of Python, but it's not needed. So here in this batch, right, I'm covering the things that is required for Python because here I talked a lot about things, but it's not really required. Okay, because you're not going to use this. So Python, you can see here I gave like 5 sessions of Python, then I went to on-tab HTTP basics. So that is very much required, otherwise you will not understand how you are communicating with NetApp using Python or Ansible, and then I'm going into the NetApp sessions. I mean Python NetApp with Python session. You can see here. So these are the scripts I've created and then I executed, and I'm sure how to do that. Everything: share creations, LAN creations, interface export, storage upgrade, uh, leaf failover, uh, vServer rehosting, volume move, everything using Python. And I did using three ways: one using the REST API path, another one using the command, and another one using the classes, built-in classes. So I did this in three ways in Python. But Ansible I will do it in two ways only: module and uh, you know roles, module and roles.
Okay.
Okay, so
So these sessions
just
we have access now, right? For this
yeah, you have
calendar and
access. Yeah,
okay, sure.
you have access. If you see here the settings, right, the permissions, you see here your name is, sorry,
Kanan,
where
yeah,
am I? I'm in
yeah.
storage automation, right? Your name is not here. I don't know why.
I think it's there, right? I saw Kananian. I saw.
Which one? Which one?
Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. Yeah, Kananian. Yeah, this one.
Is there, right? Okay, okay, it's
Kanan
there.
05 gmail.com. Yeah, it's there.
Mm-hmm. So Venkat Padam, your name is also there. Kanan is also there, and your name is also there.
Yeah.
Uh, one second. Your name is also there. Okay, so I need to check your email ID. I think it's also there. Okay, Bala, your name is also there.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
is there.
So yeah, as you can see here, and this person he works in Netherlands, US. There's one more guy, Hitachi Vented and all these things. Orun is US. Okay, Orun, there is somewhere Orun. Yeah, he's US. Okay. And Lavanya, she used to work in USA, but her H1B, she was not able to, renew the H1B. So she came to India and she's working in the same company, Apple only. So yeah, people are there. Okay, anyway. So let us continue. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, before that, I mean, like, where are the Python videos? And I just open that link,
Hmm.
go to that channel where it is.
Python classes you're seeing, right?
Yeah, where is that?
You can go to the playlist. First, you can go to the playlist, okay? And then go to the Bash 2.
Batch to, okay.
Bash 2 videos, okay? And then you can see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So these are the Python classes.
In playlist, I can see storage automation batch 2.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
So can
see.
you share your screen? Yeah, I will stop. I will just pause the recording for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
You can share the. Yeah. So let us
So
talk more,
this
okay?
session is day one video, right? That
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You can check either the batch 1 or batch 2. Batch 2 is probably better. Okay,
okay.
you can check that. And basically the thing is, it's very easy, okay?
So
Like
today's
the
videos,
Python
where
what
it
I'll show you,
is
right?
stored? Today's videos, day-to-day videos will be stored at.
Today's videos will create a batch.
Okay, okay,
We'll create another batch here, batch 3, and there I will add today's video.
okay.
And you will get whatever the things we're adding, right? Whatever batches we're adding for hyper storage automation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything will be uploaded in this channel only. You are getting basically, a read-only view of this channel.
Okay.
So you'll be able to see everything in this channel, like my personal trade video also. But you will be able to see all the things. Okay, I have different channel for different things. Like for Hitachi, I have a different channel. For storage automation, I have a different channel. Okay, so let me just
So you have
quickly
videos
here.
for trading also.
Here, okay. So this is basically storage L2 channel, L3 channel. So everything is separately actually. You see here L3 channel. Okay, so it's like content. It's happening here. So we go to the place, you see everything is different actually. So this is the current batch going on. So let me go to the this one. Okay, so we are talking about conditions, and then if you want to have multiple conditions, you want to suppose your program in your program you want to handle many possibilities, so you need to have multiple conditions. So you need to check several conditions in sequence, so that you can execute something. So for that, what you can do is you can have this if elif block of codes. Okay, if elif. Okay, if elif block of codes. Okay, if you want I can write a code to you, but it's like you cannot get the idea, right? What is if elif, right? So let's say, let me just write a code to you. Okay, so basically what we are doing here, if is statement we saw, right? Here we are saying elif, right? Elif is nothing but else if. It's a short statement for else if. So it will check additional conditions after the initial if conditions. Okay, so if elif, like it will like if else was something like that. If this is not working, that is working. Okay, if else. But if elif is like everything will check. If elif, like all the statements will be sequentially checked. It's like a tree, you can see. You can say it's like a tree. Okay, so from top to bottom the sequential evaluation will be done. First if will be checked, then remaining elif will be checked, and the last else or the finally will be checked. Okay, you can have a else last or a finally block. Let me show you. Okay, let's say time of day is 14. It's a 24-hour formats. Okay, less than 6. So, greeting, good night. Okay, and then you have elif, which is else if, elif. Okay, time of day less than 12, greet, good morning. Okay, good morning. And then the last statement that you have is, it says else statement. Okay, greet equal to good evening. Okay, yeah, although I did not needed another space here, but anyway I did it, so no problem. So now what we need to do, we need to print the greet, right? So outside of this we'll print it. Okay, so we need to print greet. So we have to give a dot format. This is a format this thing. So this is nothing but you can print the variable inside your print statement using this format. Okay, so here we have what we have. We have you need to use the double braces, and this variable name is greet only. Okay, so greet. So what is the time? So what would be the time actually? So that's also another so this is nothing but placeholder. Okay, placeholder. Okay, so again we are using this time of day. Okay, so now we'll just print it out. I will just click on it. Okay, so you can see good evening. Okay, because the this is 6, right? So if it is, suppose it is less than 6, less than 12, less than 6, less than 12. So suppose it is less, it is 5. Okay, so good evening is what? So this two condition is failing, so that's why the last else condition is executed. And here if the first condition is executed, right, so it's good night, so then it will not go into the other conditions. Okay, other blocks, our indented blocks. Okay, so this is basically complex conditions. Okay, you can have some logical conditions also, as I said, complex logical conditions also, like and, if and, or you can do this, but I think you can get the idea, right? So this is the idea. Basically you can have more. The reason being, why it took a lot of sessions, because I actually explained a lot of different examples. Okay, but it's not really needed actually. Okay, a lot of examples I've given there. Okay, that's the reason it took what is this, what is happening? Yeah, not here, so below only you'll get. Okay, so a lot of things are here, but it's not required. Okay, I think you understood this thing, right? The main thing you have to understand is your different kind of data structures like list, tuple, set, dictionary, how the function works.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
elif,
Bala.
we can again use if again, one more if,
Yeah, elif again. Yeah, yeah. No, no, not
or
if again.
multiple
Elif
elif.
again. Elif. Elif again. Yeah, yeah. Elif is just like sequentially it's getting executed. That's all. Else is when everything else
Okay.
fails, then it will execute. Like, yeah. So that's how it is. Okay. In our statements in our Python automation, right, for NetApp, right, we'll mostly be using for loops. For loops we'll be mostly using. There is very rarely we'll be using if statement. Very rarely, and it depends on your project requirement. Sometimes project requirement will be there, like depending on snapshot policy, do this, do that. So it depends on that. So everything will be different. Okay, but mostly I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you a very, suppose you are a storage admin, right, and you're working in present project, right, so you can tell them that I can automate the backup, sorry, not backup, I can automate the zoning, I can automate the zoning, I can automate the queue tree creation, I can automate the quota setup. So small things you can tell them. Okay, and then you can do that. You can have a large automation script also, but you do not want to get yourself redundant. Okay, you understand, right? If you automate everything, right, then you will become redundant, like not you, but like they'll see that there are less work is coming in, right? So you will do automation, yes, but not don't do or don't automate everything. In my last project, we last company we did a lot of automations. We had a different front end interface which we integrated with Occam's workflow automation tool. In the workflow automation tool, we gave all the playbooks and save playbooks. Okay, but you can also use ServiceNow also in this project. In the current project, I have integrated with ServiceNow. It's not me. I have done the scripts and everything, but the integration of ServiceNow is done by the ServiceNow developer. Okay, not us. We'll not do integration with ServiceNow, but we'll create the scripts that is required. Okay, so you can understand this. This is very easy, right? Okay. Now we'll talk about, so main thing about Python is you have to understand the oops concept, oops and exception handling. The rest things are very easy. Okay, so let us talk about I think before talking about loops, I'll talk about the different data structures. Okay, I think that's better, because I'll be using those data structure in loops only. In when you are using when you want to automate the NetApp task using Python, right, you'll be using list and dictionary. You'll be not be using set or tuple. Only list and dictionary you'll be using, mostly dictionary. Okay, and you'll be using variable length of arguments. You'll not have any defined arguments. So I will show all these things. Clear? And when you want to use Python with Broken, right, it becomes very difficult because the PyForce is not easy. That is the package for Python, PyForce, Fabric OS, PyForce. But for NetApp, it's very easy. It's very easy. Even a kid can do. Like, it's very easy. Anybody can do. Okay. So in my project, kind project, what I did was I did automation for Qt creation quota expansion using Python. For zoning script, I did using Ansible, and for Hitachi's Gadland creation, I did using Ansible. I did not use Python. Okay, I did not. I could have done more scripts, but I don't want to do everything. Okay. So here the list is basically the like it's a very important data structure, or you can say collection in Python. Okay, you can create list in very different ways. You can create an empty list and append the things, or you can have a list. You can loop through the loop. You can have iterables, and using different kind of loops you can populate the items in the how to say, the populate the items of the list. Okay, you can do that. Okay, so let me show you the how the list shows, right? So here students. Okay, so what is the student? So you have to use this fourth bracket, and we have Bala, we have, sorry, we have Kannan, and we have Venkat, right? My first student was Venkat. He was from US only. So he was basically from backup background and he wanted to learn NetApp. Now he's working both in NetApp and like storage and backup. So you can see here. So this is basically a list. How do you know this is a list? I told you that type function, right? So you can just use type function students and you can just type it here and you know that this is a list. And how do you print this list? You just do this, okay? Just print this. So you'll be able to print the list, okay? You can see here this is a list, okay? And there is another way you can do is you can create an empty list like this. This is a
Here
empty
slash
list,
n will
okay?
work.
And later on you can,
Slash and next line
what is
for all
saying?
the names. Just do just do
Sorry,
Control Z.
what is saying?
You'll get the names right. Bala, Kanan, and Venkat. Just do Control Z.
Yeah.
Name of the students. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
Control Z.
Now
Okay, okay.
here after
Ha ha ha.
Bala, if you give slash n, it comes in next line or what?
Oh, you are saying that one, right? No, 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 it don't work here. It don't work here. No, no, no.
Okay.
No, no, no. No, no,
Okay.
it
Okay.
don't work. It don't work. We don't do this. It's inside, right? Like we have many things that we can do black, it will go to the new line.
Yeah.
Yes,
After
but not
student,
here.
after
We
in
don't want
print,
to do this.
just
Yeah.
after student, just give slash n.
Yeah, you can do this. You can let me show you. Yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can do like this. Uh, or here,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
what.
Of course, yeah, it will work. Of course, it will work. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about here. You're saying here it will work. Yes, yes. Lakshya,
Okay.
yes,
Now,
it will work. So I think it will be like something like this. Okay, I forgot actually. I think something like this. Okay, not like this. I'll check it. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's like to go to a new line. Okay, it's nothing difficult. I just need to check how to,
just give double
mm,
quotes before that student, and
how
after
to.
the just give space slash n.
mm, let's check. I don't think it will
Double
work
quotes you have to give.
like this. We have to give something. Yeah, we have to give
Okay, okay.
something.
Fine,
I'll
fine.
check. Okay, I will check this. Yeah. To, mm, like we need to skip that one actually. Like, I'll tell you here. I'll tell you. I'll give you an example. Print. It will work actually if I say dot f and then in this, okay, sorry, then students, okay. I think dot f was f dot or dot f. The format student backslash n, something here. So maybe I will use this, and I am getting some error here, right? That was not pose, it is saying.
I think printf with it,
Okay, I'll
printf
check
then
later. Okay,
slash n within quotes should work. Right? No, no,
what
like
are you
say
saying?
print f within quotes slash n, that should print in the new line, right? It's a regular like a print f and within parenthesis within quotes slash n.
It will not work here. Yeah, yeah, we'll check later on. Okay, we'll check this, how to do the print line. We'll check it because it's a while that I use this. I didn't need actually, so we'll check this. So now, so here I used what? I used all string, right? I can mix the data type also. Instead of string, I can use this one also, string and the number and string, and also I can use some float value also. Okay, So if you type here, it will still show. Okay, this is so list. In list we can have mixed data types. Okay, we can have mixed data types. Okay, and suppose you want to create a list like this. Okay, you have, let's say you have 0 here, right? And you can multiply by, let's say 5. Okay, and type here, so you'll get 0 0 0 0 0 5 times. Okay, so repeated values you can create a list also, and empty list also you can basically populate. So I'll show you that. Okay, so list, what is the basic syntax of list? We are getting a, we are basically getting this fourth bracket. Okay, and then we are having the items, and we are separating the items by comma, and this can be of any data type, mixed data types it can be. An empty list is just this without having anything. Okay, and you can have single item list also. Okay, like say Bala, single item list also you can have. Okay, so this is also possible. Okay, when we use list, when we know that we have the fixed data, we know the known data. Okay, at that time only we use the list. Okay, and list, whatever the data in the list is, it is changeable, we can change the data also. Okay, like top list is mutable, it is changeable, but tuple is immutable. Okay, means we cannot change the data. So I'll show you that what is the difference, everything. But let us just for now on, let us just do more things with list. Okay, so you have a empty list, and then let's say this is a empty list here. Okay, and then you want to populate more data in the list, right? Then how can do? You have different functions there, different way we can do. Okay, we can build the list in different ways. The easy way is this one, students dot append. You are using the append function, the append method, you can say append method. Okay, so list is basically a class, and using the, this list is having append methods. Okay, this list class is having append method, these are class methods. Okay, and we are using that. Okay, so in the OOPS concept you will understand. So whenever you are having a class, right, in the class we'll have uh, methods like different kind of functions which is called as class methods. We'll have instant variables. So this method is part of the list class. Okay, which we are using. So that's why in list class we'll have different methods like append method, sort method to sort it out using alphabetically, then or numerically, and then delete method. Okay, and sort, delete, a lot of other things that I don't remember. Append is there. There was something else is there. Pop, I think. Pop method means it will always delete the last item. Okay, pop method. Okay, pop is there. Okay, if you go to the Python documentation, right, then you'll get lot of methods in of list. Okay, so here let's say Pala. Okay, sorry, Control Z, Control C. Here Venkat, here Kannan. Okay, so we have this, and then we'll print out the student list. Okay, we print out the list. Starting with also I'll discuss students, not students, student but students. Okay, so we'll get this list, the big list. Okay, so here we are appending this. We are using the append method, which is the class method of which belongs to the list class, and we're using the method, and we are just passing the items of the list. Okay, and we are creating this. So it is very easy. Okay, and there are many other ways. Let me show you. Okay, I have not shown you the for loop, right? I'll show this later on also. So let me just tell you this for. So in every programming language you have while loop, for loop, if statement, condition statement, right? If else. So here, okay, so let's say for I in, so it's just iterables iterating through numbers. Okay, and there is a range function. There's a range function there. So what it will do is it will go to 1 to 6. Okay, and last you can give a step value also. but normal step value is 1. So 1, it will increment by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you give a step value by of 2, okay, then it will go like 1, 2, 4, 6. Okay, it will do that. Okay, let us did this, so it will do that. So it is actually what it is doing. First the I is becoming 1, and then I is becoming 3, then I is becoming 5. You understand, right? It is becoming like this. Okay.
Just print it once, you'll see the difference. Just print it,
Yeah, what is
execute the
saying?
program.
Yeah, I'll execute it,
Okay,
but I
okay.
need to finish the program, right? So here we have students, okay, and it is iterating, right? It calls iterable, okay. In every program language it called iterable, iterating through values, right? First I is becoming 1, then I is becoming 3, okay, because I gave a step value of 2. Students, then I need to append the things, right? Okay, so I'll append I. You can multiply also by 2, or let's append I only, okay, and then let's print out this. Okay, print it out, print out students, enter. So we got 1, the first list was 1, and the second list was 1, 3, and the third list was 1, 3, 5. Okay, but I want only one list. Okay, I don't want to see what is happening in the program, right? You can see here, right? So after these things is done, right, after it went to the last element, right, it will execute, and then it will print out the students. You understand, right? It is actually whatever thing is there, it is appending, it is creating the list, but it is only printing once the execution is finished. Okay, and if you give inside, then it will first it will create a list 1 of the first element, and then 1, 3, right? 1 was already there, and then it took like 2 plus 1 is 3. You understand, right? This is step value. Okay, this is step value. Okay, so if you give 1, or if you don't give anything, right, so by default it will take 1 only, like as a step value. So it will give like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but I gave a step value of 2. Just wanted to show you the range function. Range function is very useful. Okay, suppose you want to create 5 volumes. Okay, maybe you have to create 5 Q trees, then you would use this. Okay, so it's just like practical presentation, actually practical usage. Okay,
So the first you said 1 comma 6 comma 2, right? So what is that like? Again, can you please explain? The previous
which
example
you're
you said
saying
1
you're,
comma 6 comma 2, right? The range. So what
yeah,
is that 2 means?
yeah, that is called step value. Step value, yeah, let me show you, let me write it down here.
Step
Step
value.
value. Okay, step value means, yeah, it means 1, then whatever the step value is, right, it will increment by that. If it is 1,
Oh,
2,
okay.
then 2. If it is
Sure.
3, right, then
1 4.
1
Okay.
and 4. Okay, so it's
Sure.
a step value. Okay, it's range functions. So how do you need to study? You go here, Python documentation. Okay, documentation, you go there. Here you go to docs.python.org. Okay, and then you go to the tutorial. Although you don't require this, okay, this is a very comprehensive. Okay, see, suppose you want to learn say new programming, new thing, right? So 1 second, this is a built-in class. Okay, as you say here, built-in class. Okay, it's not a class that I am creating. See, you can create your own user-defined classes also, which I'll show you. But in Python, 99% of the time I'll be using the built-in classes of Python. Okay, I'll be installing some Python packages for which is specifically for NetApp, NetLib library, and there they will have a lot of built-in classes only for Python, like volume class, CIFS class, ACL class for the ACL of CIFS, Qt class. You understand, right? And I'll be using all these things. I'll show you the oops. Okay, you will understand. Object-oriented programming. When I show you, will understand. Python is very easy. My brother, he has completed his masters in France, right, Cortes University. He is working AI and he's studying AI and robotics, right. He got PhD in Germany, Italy, and France. Okay, so what he is doing, he is using Python only. Python and R he is using, okay. Python is very easy. Suppose you want to learn Java, right? You can learn Java. Using Java automation is also you can do, but it will become very complicated. And you also have to know what native is supporting, what kind of package native is building. If there is nothing, right, you have to create your own things and see whatever languages you use. Your main goal is to automate the things, right? Terraform and Ansible is easier than Python. Why? Because it's just user-friendly language. That's all, okay? So here you see start, stop, and step value. You can see here, right? Step value that I was talking about, right? You can see here range of 10. This is also another way of doing these things. Like you want to create something, right? Let's say numbers, okay. And then what you can do? You want to do list, okay, and then range, and it will be like, let's say it's range of 5, like okay? So 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and then print numbers, okay. Click here. You can see here, right? 1 second. It is not printing. Oh yeah, it's printing, right? Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5, right? Printed, okay. If it is 10, so what is doing range value? What is doing range? This function is doing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? Sorry, 0 1 2 3. So from 0 it will start, okay. 0 to 9 it will do, okay. N minus 1, it will always be n minus 1, okay. So what is the length of this range? What is this list? It will be 10. Length means the how many items are there. So 10 items are there. So it will be 10 minus 1, like this number minus 1, right? So you can see here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and this is a list. You're getting a list format. Why? Because I'm using this list method here, okay. I'm using list method, so that's why you can see here you can use this list, right? And it's creating this thing, okay. If I can use a step value and creating this also, start, stop, you can see here, okay. It's saying that we are using this range over list or tuple, okay. You can see here. So I'll show you this, okay. And this is nothing but equality and equality, which I was showing, okay. Not equal to, this is logical operator, not equal, okay. So let me go back to this thing, okay. So there are different ways you can create the thing, okay. And there are different methods are there for list also, okay. So basically one very important thing you have to understand is how to read a list. I'll also show you how to add to a list, how to loop to a list, how to loop through a list, okay. All these things I'll show you, okay. But before that I want to show you how to read a list. Reading the list, it means you are accessing the items from the list, you're retrieving, and you can manipulate the items in the list, okay. You can change alter the items in the list, okay. So you have to know how to read data in list. Reading data from a list is different, reading data from a file is different. Although reading data from a file is part of Python programming, but it's not really required because we'll not be doing that, okay. So normal Python programmers, they will do it when they work with nodes like Flask or Django, they will do it. But for normal automations, I'll be covering the things which is required for Python like automation, okay, which is important. Let me just drink some water. You don't have to know everything. Sometimes some functions or some different kind of classes, inbuilt classes, you have to find out in Stack Overflow to filter the things, like your manager wants to in some different way, wants the data in different way, so you need to filter the things, right? So there are some different functions you need to use. So I will also show that, but you will not remember all the functions. You have to check in Stack Overflow, okay. So here let's say I want to let's say I want to print the second number of second item of this number list, okay. So number, so the first item will start with 0. The index is called indexing. 0 index, first index, second index, third, fourth, like this, okay. And here last index is like last index, or you can call it as minus, I think -1, I think -1, okay, -1, -2, -3, okay. So let me show you this, okay, you'll understand. So if I go to 1, okay, so what it should print 1, okay, this one, the second item in the list, okay, it will print 1. And if I want to print the last item, the minus like 9, then I can print -1, okay, -1. It will print the last item of the list, okay. You understand what I'm trying to say
Yes,
here?
yes.
And if you want to print like how many items are there in the list, right? Then there is a len function there, len method or len function, you can see, right? Alien, okay. You can see a alien. You click on here, it should show. You can see this def. When you are defining a function, you have to use this def keyword, okay. So this is a function only. So I'm using this len function, and I want to check how many items are there in this number list, okay. Then it will show me, okay, 10 items, right? 0 to 9 is 10 items, okay. You can do that. So this is basically index based access. So Python, what Python is doing, it is using zero based indexing. What does it mean? It means that the first item is at 0th index, second item 1th index, third item 2th index, second like 0, 1, 2, these are the
Just give
index
8
values, okay.
instead of -1 there.
And the,
Yeah.
yeah,
We should get
8, 8,
7, right?
right? It will come
7.
0, 1, 2, 3. This is a
Yeah.
10, right? It will come 7, I think. 7. It should come 7. 8, right? 8 coming. I don't know. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
But 7
8
it
is
should
coming.
come.
Okay. Mm, where's reach on? Reach on. It's free teams. It's disconnected after 1 hour. So this is basically this is basically free teams, okay. Free teams, it will get disconnected by 1 hour and we connect again, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how what happens, okay. It's a free teams,
Okay, okay.
always it will get disconnected, okay. So what you're saying 8, right? It should come. So 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth index, seventh index. No, it's right,
Yeah, it
right?
means eight only will come. Yeah, that's the eighth
Correct,
number, right?
correct.
Yeah, it's correct only.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, something
I
because
think
8 index is 8 only,
Correct.
okay. Yeah, so
so. If I
that's
want to
correct only.
start from one, right, instead of zero, I think the range we can give like
Yeah, then it
one
will become,
comma
yeah,
one
yeah,
comma 10 something, right? It will print from one, correct?
yeah. And now if you want to see this one, right? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. So if you do -10, you'll get 0. Okay, the first one. Because it will start from last. If you want to start from last, it will be -1 only. Okay, you understood that, right? -1 means last item. -2 is second last item. Okay, I hope you
Yeah,
understood
got
this,
it.
right?
Yeah, yeah, got
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Got it, right? It's very easy. Now there is an important concept which is known as slicing. Okay, using slicing you will be allowed to extract a specific portion of the list, okay. Suppose you have a big list but you want to work with only a small set of the data in the list, okay. So you can use the slicing, okay. So let me show you what I mean by that. Print first packet, okay, and then what is this, numbers, right? Numbers 0, maybe second to fifth, okay. So here, what is the syntax of the slicing? First, what we are doing, we are using the fourth bracket only, and first we are using the starting index and then ending index. Starting index is always inclusive. Inclusive means it will be included, and the ending index is exclusive, means it will not be included. You understand, right? -1 it will be. And then you can also use a step value. If you want to use, you can use a step value. By default it will be 1 only, okay. So what does it mean? 2 3 4, right? So first item was, so let me show you. Let's not list numbers. First item was 0, second index is 0 1 2 2 2 2, it's 2 index, right? So 2 3 4, so 4 5 means it will exclude, last one is excluded, always excluded. So 2 3 4 5 is excluded, you understand, right? So it will always be n minus 1, 5 minus 1, okay. And suppose you want to do from the beginning, right? Like the first item in the list, right? So you can just leave a blank and then this it will 0 1 2 3 4, okay. Or you can do like this, you want to start from 2 to end of the list, okay. You can do like this, okay. Or there is another way. What you can do is, you want to reverse the entire list, right? Then what you can do, you want to print all the list, right? So it will be this one you are printing, okay. And then what you are doing, you are basically reversing it, right? So you are giving the -1 step value, okay. -1 -2 -3, you are reversing it, okay. If you see here, it will be reversed, okay. It will reverse the entire list, okay. It will reverse the entire list, okay. So these are basically nothing but the slicing of numbers which you are doing, okay. This is very important. And there are other things also which I want to show you, but most of the things for that I need to use loops, okay. But I need to use loops like for loops and all these things I need to use, okay. So okay, so tomorrow we'll check that, okay. So we need to actually I need to show the data structure of list, and different kind of modules are there in the list, right? Different kind of methods are there. So basically these methods, if you want to learn, in my previous batches also I showed, but this is actually not really required, okay. There are a lot of methods are there, you will not be using this, except append and remove, you will not be using anything, okay. Like range is there, fine, but list methods is here it will be okay. Anyway, not showing here, but so you'll be using like sort method, like in list you can use sort method, you can use remove method to remove that, you can use pop. Remove will remove the, you can use the like list name, like here we have the student, right? Student dot remove, and you give the index name like second on whatever index you want to remove. And when you use the pop method, right, like student dot pop, okay. So there what you are doing, you are actually doing the last item from the list, okay. Here doing the items as per the index number, and you always need to use parentheses because this is a method, okay. So you need to use parentheses. And sort method, direct student dot sort, right, list student is of list type, so that is like sorting the things like alphabetically. If you have something, it will sort it sequentially, like number wise it will sort it, okay. And then you have reverse also.
Pop,
If you
pop
want,
is adding, right? You said?
no, sort is sorting.
No, no, pop, 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 pop.
No, pop is removing the last item from the
Removing.
list.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
removing.
and reverse is reversing the items, okay. Like it will like if the value is 1 2 3, it will become 3 2 1. And then you have another one, student, okay. which I discussed, right? Append. It will add the item in the list, okay? And another one is there which will delete.
So the
Okay.
difference between pop and remove is
Remove, it will remove as per the index value. To second
okay.
index value you want to remove, second item you want to remove, you want to remove third index item or fifth index item. You understand, right? And pop
Yeah,
is
yeah, I
the
got it.
last item of the list. It will remove always the last item, and then it will print out. You don't have to
So what
use a
about the
print statement.
first
It will print
item?
it out.
First item
First
you
item you
want?
can use like remove zero.
Okay, okay. Instead of
Let me
pop,
show
there
you.
is
Okay.
no other option, right? Okay, okay.
No other option. Let me show you. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Student dot pop, and then use students. Print students. Print. These things are not required actually. And I discussed about this in previous batches, but it's not really. We will not be using it in automation, in data automation.
Okay, okay.
You can see it, yeah. So it deleted the first item, right? Sorry, last one second. What did? Yeah, yeah. 1 second, 1 second. Just to give me 1 second here. I did a lot of things here, right? Mm, just remove this thing. Students dot pop. Okay, and then this. Why I'm getting numbers? Oh yeah, I've given numbers only here, right? Um, 1 4 just give me 6. Okay, you can see here last item is deleted, right? You can see here, right? Last item is deleted, right? You understood,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Right,
got it.
right. Yeah,
If I give
right,
another
right.
pop, then another item will be deleted.
To see
See,
only. Okay, yeah,
but instead of
great.
pop, if I do remove, let's say I want to remove the first item as I said, right? So 0, okay, and then write it down. uh, X is not in the list. Students to remove.
Now, because you said range 1, 6, right? That's why. If you do like remove one, then probably.
Okay, 1 I think maybe. Yeah, 1. It will start from 1 earlier. So
Yeah.
first item is deleted, right? First item is removed. Okay, 1. Okay, so that's how it is. And then you have sort, delete. It will delete the entire list. A lot of things are there. I'm not sure why it's not showing here, but everything is in Python documents here also. Okay, so every kind of thing you will get from here also. Okay, everything you want about list, every method, it will be here only. Everything will be here only. I just need to find a way to find it. Okay, it's there only, like sort and everything. Okay, so you just need to find it. A lot of things are there. Mm, yeah. Is lower is something I use. So is lower is is upper. It will make the upper. So those things are there. Okay, so let me go to the list. I just go to list. These things I'll show you. Okay, list comprehension, all these things I'll show you. Okay, I will use the for loops. Then I'll show you this. So ranges, and yeah, this is very important. Split and all. But mostly for data analysis they use this split and all. Okay, not for us. Sometimes we did need to use showing us string methods and all these things. Okay, it's not required actually. So tomorrow we'll continue our class. Okay, so I think we need to have, I think, at least 4 classes of Python, then we can finish the Python. I think at least 4 classes. I thought about finishing it in 2 classes. I think that would not be possible.
You said like four
We
classes
need at
for
least four.
Python.
Yeah, yeah, we need at least 4 classes of Python.
So the Visual Studio
So
you said right to install to practice this Python.
yeah,
So there is
what I
one
say?
the Visual Studio for installing uh, on my laptop.
Not
So
Yeah. Yeah,
So
what are you saying?
that is like a Python in Visual Studio Code. That one we can install, or like install Python tools for Visual Studio. Which one?
Oh, okay, okay. You're talking about your no need to use Python to install. Okay, just install this one. Just install the Visual Code. Just install the Visual
Visual
Code.
Code, right? Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just install the Visual Code. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me check if I have installed Python or not. I don't think I have, because it's done by long time ago, right? So it's like we forgot things. We don't remember much actually. Uh, Let me check. Okay, control panel, and let me go here. Programs, uh, program features,
Visual Studio.
Python. Yeah, yeah, it needs to be installed. Okay, you need to install Python on your Windows laptop or Mac laptop,
Yeah.
and I think probably Mac it will already be installed, and then you need to install this Visual Studio Code. Okay, and whenever you're doing the coding, right, you need to select a folder while we saving the files. Like for me, it is this location, and here what you're doing, create this and create new text file, right? New file, and then you just select the Python file. You understand, right?
Right.
Python file. That's what you'll be doing.
Yeah, even .py
Okay, use the
also we
Python.
can use it, right? Option.
Yeah, .py also it will work. Yeah, but you need to install the Python extension here. Like I think Python extension something you need to use. Okay, I have installed HashiCorp, Ansible, PowerMax, all these things, OnTab Ansible. Okay, you need to install this. Okay,
Okay, okay, got it.
PowerShell is not required. PowerShell is not required. PowerShell is good for Azure only. So you need to install all these things. Okay, SimCLI command. These are different things. Python. These are things you can install. Why you need to install? Because when you do some mistake, right, it will easily it can point it out that mistake. It is easy for debugging. So that's the reason. Okay, so tomorrow we'll talk more about a list. Okay, different kind of methods of list, and then we'll talk about tuples, sets, dictionaries. Although tuples and sets are not that much required, but sometimes we may require. Tuple is still required, but not sets. But we'll discuss about that, and then we'll discuss. We'll go into the loops. Okay,
Okay, before that,
loops, and then we'll discuss. Yeah,
okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead. You're telling something.
yeah. Then we'll discuss about Python functions. Then oops. Okay, and exception handling, and then we will go into the we no need to do file operations. Okay, no need to know that because we'll not be using it in automation anyway. Okay, and then we'll go into the then I will go to the REST OnTab REST API classes. I will take a session on OnTab REST API, and then I'll create the code in front of you for the different things in Python. CFX share creation, learn creation, volume creation, vserver creation, moving a volume to one to here, but I'll be using either the REST API path or the built-in classes of Python, or a command. Even in command you can use in Python script and you can run those. Okay, like or not or like all these things I'll use. Okay, these things. I prefer to use Python inbuilt class, like volume class is there, Qt class is there. But my friend he prefers REST API path. Okay, he works in this company, Qualcomm. He is an architect there. Okay, and in my project, okay, I did it to lessen my job and to so that we can avoid some manual errors. But for him, every week he is saying that 5,000 volumes or like 2,000 volumes are created, data volumes. I don't know why. Like lot of space they are using it in Qualcomm. Okay, so he is like automation is without automation they cannot do. Without automation I can also do, but for few things I don't want people to do mistakes like zoning. I don't want to do mistakes with queue tree creations, quota, gadlan creation. Even gadlan also, right, it's like if they do mistake, right, again I have to recreate it. It's a problem. I don't want to do that. But deletion script I have not created. Okay, because like I know how to create it, but I did not create because people can do mistakes. Okay, then it will be my fault because the script created by me, so I didn't want to do that. So after my training, right, you'll be able to do the things that I'm showing you, and you can do more things. Okay, you need to just learn more and more. Okay,
And you are going to show
so
that
what I'm trying to
NetApp Ansible also, right?
yeah, yeah, Ansible also show. Let me give an idea about what I'm going to do. So the NetApp classes, native automation, Hitachi, Power Max, uh, Hitachi Power Max. This will be hands-on. Okay, this will be hands-on. Uh, Total hands-on with Ansible and Python. Pure, pure CVO will be theoretical and rocket science. Why? Because we do not have setup to show you that. Pure,
Brocade,
like
you're
the
saying?
playbooks I'll show you. Yeah, Brocade also we do not have, like they do not provide any labs or any simulators, so we cannot really show you
Just
how to do
started
that automate, right?
Brocade. Just started using Brocade Ansible in my company.
Yeah, but I will, whatever code I'll show you, it, you can execute it. It will work, okay? And the CVO also, the problem with CVO is I do have sandbox for CVO, but it does not allow me. Means it costs money. The free tier, right? Amazon, AWS, or Azure or GCP free tier, they don't provide the NetApp storage in free tier. You understand, right? They don't provide it in free tier. So, but whatever Terraform I'll show, right? You can do that, okay? Like I'll be creating cloud manager, you know, I'll be creating the link for the cloud manager. I'll be creating EBS volumes, all these things using, and Terraform only. We can do using Ansible, but it becomes difficult using Terraform because Terraform works better in cloud. Okay, so that's will do. I'll show that. So except this thing, everything will be practical. Okay, Hitachi, NetApp, PowerMax will be practicals. Pure storage is like they don't provide any lab like to automate the things. Okay, so that's the thing. But everything else will be practicals. And the zoning script that I'll show using Ansible, right? You can implement the same thing in your environment. The only thing is that you need to change the naming conventions. So that's the only thing. Okay. So I'll stop the session here, and you guys can read ahead as you have already gotten the access, right? So read these things, okay? Python classes, and if you really want to read Python easily, then there is a very good website, okay? That website name is, I'll just ping you the website name, not website, sorry, YouTube video, I would say, YouTube channel, okay? I'll ping you the YouTube channel name. It's like his name is 1 second. Let me open the WhatsApp. Today, few people are bothering me, to so that they can join that training for free. Okay, one or two people. If you see the messages, you'll be like, anyway. So the automation thing is Corey, Schaffer, Corey Schaffer. Okay, this YouTube channel. Okay, you just go there and try to learn from him. He is very good. He is very good. Okay, just try to learn from him. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll start at the same time, 9 o'clock. Okay. So right now I'm just providing NetApp and automation. I used to provide Hitachi also, but I'm just giving the recorded sessions. Like I do create new sessions for Hitachi troubleshooting, but the reason being, Hitachi takes a lot of effort to make people understand about things, especially the RAIDCOM. So it's like it takes more time. So that's why I just thought about doing NetApp and this. Okay, and this is done by Abdul Ali, compiled by not by me. So, okay, so I'll stop the session here. Tomorrow we'll connect, and in the meantime, you can just learn from this YouTube channel. Corey Schaffer is very good, and there is in Telesco learning is there, right? I think I've not seen his course, but what I feel, he's a very good teacher. He's a very good trainer. Navin Reddy his name. Okay, Telesco something. He's a very good trainer. Navin Reddy his name. I think he is junior than us, in age actually. So but he is doing really good. I think so. He's also, I think, the Python trainer is not him. I think someone else. But I think probably I believe his sessions will be very good. Okay, but this is very good. Corey Schaffer. He will give you like when I talk about OOPS concept, right? I'll talk about Dunder classes and everything, right? This guy, he teaches really well about this, like very simple way. If you read a book, right, of Python, like learn Python the hard way, I think there's a book there, right? So you can also read the books, but this is better. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll stop the session here. And what I want to suggest you is that after today and tomorrow session is done, right? I would suggest you guys just learn the Python, like just go through my sessions. I'll cover this, but go to the sessions and go to the Python automation sessions. Okay, like just click on one session. Not here, sorry. Uh, where it is? Just just click on here. Okay, you on YouTube. Okay, just click here and
Wait.
yeah.
Python class,
So
not NetApp.
request,
It is
no,
not
no,
related
no,
to
no, no.
NetApp, right?
Request class is not a Python class. No, 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 no. HTTPS response code. Okay, and this is the header. So like this you'll see. Okay. So not exactly this. This is just minimize it. Okay. This is something I did. This is some other code I did, but brag I dot key. So yeah, the quality I selected was there. Yeah, so you can see here, right? This is the my friend's preferred way of doing the things, but I did do in some different way. But this is what my friend does using the REST API path. Okay, but I do it in different way. Okay, so let's see whether I have seen it or not, shown it or not. Maybe some other video I've shown it. Okay, no, not this video. Okay, some other video I've shown it. Okay, that's my preferred way of doing. So instead of this, yeah, this is the one. So I'll be using classes. Okay, inbuilt classes, iGroup classes. I'll be using the UID. There are two UIDs available. We just use the instance UID. So all these things I'll show you. Okay, and you'll be able to do almost all things using Python. Then we'll go to net, Ansible. The Terraform will be like selective classes. Okay, because Terraform we won't be uh, doing Azure automation, AWS automation, or GCP automation. Only the storage part will do. Okay, the CVO part. Only the CV, the cloud manager provider will only use the cloud manager provider. Okay, like we'll not be creating EC2 instances or anything. Okay, so I'll stop the session here.
Yeah, I mean, like, just want to understand
You
like
can go through this.
how
Okay,
the sessions will
so
continue
stop it.
further. I mean, like, it's on daily
Tomorrow we'll
basis
start.
or on weekends it will resume. Pause. Saturday, Sunday. Oh, not for the entire week.
Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Only
Mhm.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, yeah. So, no, 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 no. Only
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday. Uh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have
Okay.
NetApp sessions, and Saturday, Sunday, I'm doing automation sessions. Okay. So don't worry, everything will be covered. Whatever
Okay. Okay.
sessions uh, I'm giving, right? So all the things what I mentioned, it will be covered. Okay. So as I said, Brocket, Sand Switch, Pure, CVO, these three things will
Mhm.
be theoretical because we do not have lab for that. But
Okay.
NetApp, Hitachi, PowerMax, it
Sure.
will
Sure.
be
Thanks.
hands-on. Okay. So I'll
Yeah.
create the things in front of you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'll stop the session here. And whenever you do not understand something, you can ask me questions and also you can ping me in the group. Okay. You can, I don't know why it's not coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ping me in the group. Okay. I think this you can ping me in the group here. Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
will
Thank you so much.
show
Yeah.
you now. I'll help you with the queries. Okay. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once see once you do my training, right, just focus on only on Python and then implement a few things in your project in Python, and then learn and then focus on Ansible, implement few things in Ansible. And
No, no, we don't have.
who is having CVO in their environment? Does
No.
anyone is having CVO in their project? Cloud Volume on tap? You don't have, right? So you do not have to concentrate on Terraform. The only thing is you learn Terraform for interviews, not for interviews. Like when you're switching, if somebody is asking Terraform, you learn for that. That's it. Not for your own project. But in my project also, I'm using mostly Ansible and Python. In previous project, I used Terraform. The previous company in Cognizant, I used Terraform. Okay, but here in this project, they do not have any CVO. They have only on-premise. But we have a lot of errors. Okay, so and here SandSwitch I only teach Brocade, okay, not Cisco. Brocade automation, okay. And Ansible, as I said, Ansible, right? Ansible does not have packages for everyone, like every product. It has for PowerMax, it does not have for Iceland. For Iceland, you
So
need
you'll
to
be
use
covering Iceland too.
either shell
Okay.
scripting or Python. So a lot of different things are there. Okay. So I'll stop this session. No, no, no. I'm not covering Iceland. The reason being, I do not know Iceland. I had Iceland when I worked for one of the companies in Hyderabad, but I was so stupid. I did not touch it. Means I did not. I wanted to be in my comfortable zone, right? Hitachi and data. And EMC also Power Max and all this thing. VMAX I did work, but I did not wanted to touch Iceland because there was little work, so I did not learn it. I had the chance, but and then I didn't never got Iceland product in any of the projects. So I do not know Iceland. My friends know Iceland also. I can learn from them, but I don't.
Okay.
It's better. NetApp Hitachi is enough. So okay, and I'll give you free coupon for my NetApp, Hitachi, and storage automation courses, Udemy courses.
What is
Okay,
that coupon?
uh, by Monday. Okay, I'll give you the free. I create the free coupon and give it to you. Okay,
Okay.
Udemy free coupon for three of
Okay.
my courses. I'll give it to you. Okay, free coupon means you can enroll for free for all the three courses: NetApp, Hitachi, and
Okay.
storage
Okay.
automation. It will be a
Thank
very
you.
short course, obviously,
Thank you.
but still, it's like you can still see the things. Okay, okay, okay. So I'll stop the session here, and yeah. So you can, if you see here, right? So these are my trainees. Okay, Arjun, and Lavanya, Lakshmi, Ki Q Gan is African American. Okay, uh, these are from US. Okay, this is my brother actually, who's and rest of them are from India only. Okay, and this guy is from Netherlands, Riju George. Okay, so yeah, and he is also from US, African American. So they basically worked as storage admin, and yeah. So you can mm, so in case and Gotham is also US. So if you whenever you got some issues, right? So suppose you want to know something, some you have queries, you just ping here. Okay, I'll help you with the queries. Okay, so I'll stop the session here. Tomorrow we'll
Definitely.
connect at 9 o'clock,
Okay.
and we'll continue. And
Sounds
once
good.
the Python
Yeah.
session is over, then we'll go
Thank you.
with